the end of the table. She put it in again, eh? Well, I have been through 3 farewells. One was after I left the hospital that I spent nearly 4 years in. And one was over at Soy-Tula this week. There was no such thing. I snuck out of town actually when I left driving to come out here. I don't know how I got here, but I heard about her thing. I think it was advertised somewhere they were needing a doctor. And I thought, oh, there's me. Where is it? Boys in British Columbia. And I said, does it snow? This was in November, and we already had a good coverage. They said, no, it doesn't snow in British Columbia. So I said, well, where is it? So I went to the post office and I asked the postmaster. I said, where's the Alert Bay? He said, I don't know. I said, haven't you got a list of towns and villages in Canada? And he said, yeah. And I said, look it up. It wasn't there. And then I said, well, if I wrote a letter to Alert Bay, would it get there? And he said, yeah, I think so. Anyway, I started off from Ontario with my brand new Monarch car, which I never bought, piled with luggage to a foot from the ceiling. In the back of the car were 3 dachshunds, 2 males, 1 male and 2 females, 1 10-month-old child. And when we got as far as Winnipeg, I said, one of those people in the back's got to get out. Because one of the females went in heat. So I had a friend in Winnipeg who drove out his place. I said, here's your dog. He got the horse as in heat. At any rate, we eventually got to Alert Bay. We came up on Union steamships and landed at the BC Packers dock, which is all they had then for boats. And we got off. And I can't remember where we went from there, but we ended up in, oh, of course, when we were coming up. I said to my wife, my first wife, whose name escapes me at the moment, the hospital down there, that red brick building at the far end, makes somebody a moment of enthusiasm paint it white, not knowing that you can't paint the brick. But anyway, we ended up in the house of red now, which was not, had no heat in it, except a stove in the hall, one stove, which blew up regularly every 3 or 4 days. And that was the coldest winter we've ever had in Alert Bay. And we survived by closing off all the rooms with the bedrooms, the bathroom, and the kitchen with blankets. And 2 dogs and a 10-month-old child. And that first week I was here, the doctor that had been here before by the name of Dr. Simpson took off. And within 3 days I had somebody who was shot through the stomach, somebody who had a perforated stomach, and someone, I think it was a badly fractured leg, and of course I was all alone. But anyway, kind of sounds wonderful, you know. And I wasn't here very long before I found out that the only people that had an airplane up here, there was a fellow who recently expired by the name of Ray Sowell, who had Alaska floats, and Oscar Johnson over in the mainland had a Stinson, which he had leased to Queen Charlotte Airlines, and Bill Sylvester kept a CB here. And every time I shipped somebody to town in the CB, the CB didn't come back for 2 or 3 weeks. So we didn't have anything. So I decided, well, I'm going to practice here. I've got to have an airplane, so I went to learn to fly and bought an airplane here. That started me off in aviation. Then somehow I got mixed up with the community hall. So I think because they inveigled my first wife into doing the books, that ended up maybe running the damn thing. I got mixed up in Legion. And I got, oh yeah, the mayor at that time said, we're short by alderman, would you like to serve? And I said, sure. So I ended up as mayor. And so it went. And here I am, I'm leaving. And Gilbert, who belongs to an obvious verbal minority, and Norm, and I were on the council all together, and it was really a lot of fun. I put 3 dips in the table with a gavel. Each time it was Gilbert and Norm. I only used the gavel 3 times. And Gilbert said I taught him all he knows. There were several things that I kept back. I didn't. When I was on the village council, I got mixed up with the regional district when I was vice chairman 3 or 4 years. And Jerry was chairman, and we got along. I'll tell you a story. He's talking about my flying back to Fort McNeil. There was one day I was taking back in the sea, and I landed 4 times, and I said, no, I'm not going to try to stop here, so I went back on the river and went back on the ferry. It was a 40 or 50 mile an hour southeast line. Then another time, he said, I want to get off at the mine. I said, fine. I said, there's no dock there. He said, never mind. Just get close to the shore and I'll jump off. This is fine if you have a slope plan. But the seaweed draws 3.5 feet of water. And he got off all right. Well, he survived that. First, I would like to say about all the people I see here tonight. Many of them are from out of town. We'll see a couple of exceptions, I recognized everybody. Unfortunately, they also recognized me. And I want to thank you for coming. It's we've just got practical time, you know, and being here all these years and knowing these people all this time, and then you're going to leave, and that friendship and continuity is gone. However, I can assure you that I have an excellent doctor taking my place who will probably do better than I did. And all he has to do is stay for 40 years. When I came, I said I would stay for 5 years. When Lila came, she said she'd stay for 6 months. At the end of 5 years, I just recognized that I was happy to find out here is wonderful, the people are wonderful. We had an excellent hospital. Well, we had the only hospital. And I didn't want to leave. And I don't think that doctors graduating now are prepared to go and stay in a place, small place, for years and years and provide a continued service. And I think that's sad. From what I can gather, the doctors at Fort Whitney are changing all the time. And the doctors at Fort Harding, there's a complete new set up there. And people just don't get to know them, and vice versa. If you want to look after somebody, you have to know them. You have to know their mothers and their grandmothers and their children. And this is what happened another thing which made the practice much more interesting. And most people, most doctors recognize and find in their own practices. Well, I'm not going to keep boring you, and it's very difficult for me to say these things, but I want to say goodbye formally to all of you. We are not leaving. We're going on holiday for a month. We'll be back. We have no plans as to where we're going or when. So I will see most of you around, except those from out of town. And it's gratifying to realize that they came from up here to this sad, no, happy thing. Oh, one other thing, I got that bottle of wine, or juice, or whatever it is. You know, I can remember there was something to do with the, up above the, what used to be the fire hall, now the Lions Hall. And there were two, a white line and a red line. To support me, Neil Little.
Retirement party at Alert Bay.